Hello and welcome back to VLADdoodles. This is sketchbook tour number 6. I finished it this morning actually before work, which was a terrible idea because I was really tired at work today. But to be fair, I'm always tired at work, so sacrifices, sacrifices. This sketchbook, as I said in the title of this video, I hope, is definitely a sketchbook of self-discovery and learning and figuring out what I want to do. I went through a very, very long art block throughout this sketchbook from like basically the beginning, which is very unusual for me. Typically in the beginning of the sketchbook, I start off pretty strong and I only kind of lose a bit of steam like towards the middle. Then I pick up like a few pages from the middle, and then towards the end, like the last like 10ish, 16 pages, then I feel like kind of weird again about it. But for this one, the entire way through, it was just kind of like me hating my own art and hating the way I draw and hating everything. And only like this, like the last few weeks where I'm like, oh, actually, I want to start properly studying because I've never done that before. And next sketchbook, I'm going to lock in. Mark my words, guys. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to try to keep the yapping to a minimum because I have another video to film after this. But this sketchbook, before you ask, I'll tell, is a Strathmore Tone Tan sketchbook. This is the soft cover one. It's about 140, no, it's about 118 GSM, and it has 112 pages in it. It's about $16 to $20 on Amazon, and it is pretty good. I mean, probably not the best for watercolor and stuff like that. It does warp and stuff if that's what you're gonna do, but for me, I don't mind it. I don't mind working with, like, you know, regular paper over anything else. So let's get into it. So first page, the usual stuff, usual things going on. And I'm so sorry for my dog in the background and my cat. She keeps yelling at me. I don't know what she's doing. Try to ignore all that. Okay. Anyways, but the usual, my name, butterflies, sketchbook goals, and then how to find me. And see, June 8th. It is October. It's supposed to be it's like October 27th today when I'm filming. So, you know, it was a long while. Typically a sketchbook takes me about like 3 months at most. I think the longest I spent on a sketchbook was like 8 months maybe. Maybe a bit less, but that's because it was a giant 600-page sketchbook. So, yeah. A lot of nothing going on here. Random sketches. Gouache, I believe. I do like this creature. I'm gonna draw more creatures more often. I'm gonna try to start like drawing more like sea creatures and animals and stuff like that. I really like how they look, and I feel like they're perfect for like monster and alien designs. They're so cool, and the colors are awesome. A lot of these ones here all have an underpainting, or this one, even this one here. All of these ones here have like an underpainting of alcohol marker, and on top of that I used acrylic markers, and then I think I put a bit of color pencil for this one and these two here. Everything else it should be just like ink and then like some of the marker. So more random sketches, a lot of the colors. I had a lot of the same color themes in the kind of in the beginning. It's very blue in the beginning. I think my palette is starting to shift very blue. So even in the beginning of sketchbook, I had like a desire to practice things. So these are all like sketch daily stuff. These are backgrounds, different places. There's plants, there's animals, which I do want to draw more of too, just in general. I've always been good with like birds and like kind of like mainly tigers, but somewhat big cats and stuff like that. But I have to get more into drawing other creatures. Here's where art block hits. Art block hits here, and I don't really recover throughout the sketchbook, so do not keep your hopes up. Drop them now. I love these candies, by the way. That's why it's here. Random stuff. Not much going on here. Yeah. It gets pretty sad. This, I had different expectations for. I really wanted it to be kind of like a moody, monochromatic, kind of dark thing. I'm very blue. but I kind of went off the rails with it, and I'm not sure if I like it or don't like it. I think I'll revisit this in the future, hopefully. This is bubblegum. I like bubblegum. I haven't tried the cotton candy, but oh, before I had this, I had not tried it, but then I tried it and I liked it, so I put it inside here. Also, I think the color is really cool. I did a lot of alcohol marker under stuff here, just for funsies. A little blueberry here. I think it's really cute. Random guy with like alcohol marker and like some colored pencil. Random guy with some pen and highlighter. My OCs. This is Evo here. He is a shapeshifter, technically, and I never, for some reason, draw different forms of him, but I want to start doing that now. That's also why I want to dabble into drawing more animals and sea creatures and stuff. More random doodles and drawings. This is actually like a repaneling and thumbnailing of thumbnails previously, if that makes any sense. So in one of my older sketchbooks, in a different sketchbook that I toured, I think I did show this, but I have like an entire first chapter for a comic that I wanted to do, like basically like the Evo, like the evolution comic that I wanted to do, and I redid it, and honestly I love this a lot more, because at first I was like, oh, I haven't really improved, but like no, I improved a lot. Like even this here looks a lot more interesting and like more coherent and cohesive, and I kind of like, you can kind of feel what you're looking at and like understand what's happening a bit more, even through the thumbnail, which in the first ones you could not. It was like, it was a mess. It was really a mess, but I'm still getting better. This is obviously Mado-chan instant lunch beef ramen. That one's really good. For some reason, usually it's not really good to me, but that one, like that day in particular, was really good. I don't know. Tiger Balm, I tried it for the first time. Really awesome. Was recommended to me by a vet in the store. So I was like, yeah. This random stuff from like a meeting, like a commission I'm doing. These are from a different commission that I'm still working on right now. I have to buy some acrylic paints because I'm switching mediums for it. The oil paint is nice, but it just was taking way too long, and they're not as bright as I need them to be. And I just can't work with them the same that I can with acrylics, so. Random stuff, random drawings. I got some Art Deco markers, and I did some quick inside sketches and doodles. These I don't really care for. This one I actually kind of like. It's one of the backgrounds in the game. In the game, it's a lot more blue. Everything's like monochrome blue, but I just did what I just worked with what I had, and I think it still ended up pretty nice. You can kind of tell what it is a little bit, a smidgen. Random sketches, random things. These two I really like. I like the line weights. I don't usually use a lot of like thin lines to outline stuff, but these ones really nice. And I did like very, very tiny cross hatching for both of those in texture. Might try that in the future again. Shuttle art paint markers that were sent to me. My OC Tom. Doing things. Here's me and my persona crashing a car, because this was after I crashed a car, so I thought it was on theme and very funny. I wasn't this devious about it. It was an accident, I promise. Here, you slowly start to see these boxes, okay? They're going to appear more and more, especially towards the end, as my desire to study and like learn grows more. Oh, I have to sneeze. It's gone. So this background, trying to do background, I think these might have been from reference, I think. They weren't very good though. And then these were just from, in general, like my brain, I think. I feel like I want to improve on drawing bodies a lot and drawing backgrounds and stuff like that. So next sketchbook, my main focus is going to be basically everything, but definitely perspective and definitely like parts of the body and like learning things properly. I'm a very like lazy artist, and I learn things in pieces, and for a long time it got me very far, but now where I want to go with my art, I'm like kind of leaving myself behind. I'm kind of like, you know, it's not great, so we're gonna move on from that. A bunch of random sketches again. I tried using colored pencils, did not like it. Also, this arm is like weird, but this guy, he's awesome. I don't know how I did that. PETA, how are you doing that? Random sketches. This is when I first got the medium palette and it first came out. You guys might recognize it. Very cool stuff. I love it. Haven't really used it a lot, but I have been painting recently, so. My OC Chuck. He's like kind of traumatized. He's usually very happy, so this is a rare occurrence for him. My OC Tony. So here's the thing, right? So Tom, you guys met that character earlier. You're gonna see him again in a bit, but he like owns like a butcher shop. You know, he works like a little butcher shop. He does things or whatever, and this is Tony, his like next door neighbor who like owns a pizzeria. He's not named Tony because of the pizzeria. He's named Tony because on the page beforehand, I ate this chocolate and it was really good. And at the time when I drew him, I was like, I need a name for him. And I was like, oh, the name Tony's right there. But I only realized recently that like, oh shit, like I named him Tony and he owns a pizzeria. But it's not because of that. It's because of chocolates. He's named after the chocolates, guys. But he looks really cool. And he's really awesome and beautiful. So I love him. Random sketches, random whatever. More Tom. Here he is here. Here he is here. Tom just doing things. Here's Tom again. I love him. He's beautiful. Tony. Random person. Very cool. Toes out, I guess. Crazy. Tony running from Jerry. Jerry, but cute. Tony, but emo. Random sketches. My OC Jules that I rarely ever draw. Random sketches again. I like this little alien person. They're pretty fun. Random stuff. This one ended up really nice for some reason. This quick sketch. I don't know what about it, but it's very interesting to look at. Here's the Bubble Yum cotton candy wrapper. Random notes for myself because I can. Here I started doing like so usually if you see my other sketchbook tours, sometimes I'll like use a marker, usually like a water-based one, sometimes an alcohol marker to make like a silhouette, like random scribbles, and I'll like kind of fill it in with lines. But I started using my acrylic markers for that, and I was like, oh, this is actually looks really cool, and especially like these greeny kind of colors, I think it looks really fun. So I did that, and I do it more often. I did it here too, and here is like, I don't know, some quick Tom stuff. Doing a butcher stuff, cutting the meats, packing the meats, putting it out. It was fun, it was cute. This could have turned out better. I did have plans for this, but, didn't work out. But it's a thumbnail, so I'll go back to it later, I think. More random sketches, not much going on. Oh, I got sticker paper and, like, packing tape, and I was like, I'm gonna put these acrylic markers to use. I've only used it twice. I do plan to use it more often though, so hopefully I lock in and do that for next sketchbook. I might make more stickers. I think it's fun. I just think I don't have like a very sticker style. It's very like, I don't know. I feel like you have to have a really cute art style to like make stickers work, and I don't. These were nasty. I was angry. I don't think they were as nasty as they felt at the moment. I think because I had a very like, I had an idea of what they would taste like. I thought they would taste like, like Jolly Rancher kind of apple, or like, like very artificial kind of apple, but it tastes kind of like Granny Smith, like caramel apple. And usually their candy's really good, but that one missed. It ruined my life, actually. I finished it, but not because I wanted to. These ones, I had them a while ago. It was also in a different sketchbook. Really good. This time I had it, it was not as good. It was really disappointing, actually. Don't know why. Here's where I got my Karapo pens. I get a lot of these pens from Kuretake. They're Tombows. They're really nice, really cool. But the thing about these is that I usually buy them in packs of like, I think it's like 10 to 20. And I will, in one sketchbook, go through like all of those because I love these pens so much. And I felt really bad about constantly buying them and having to throw away them and like buy more. And so I stopped using them for a while. I kind of like slowed down on using them, even though I love using them. But, and like at the meantime, I had to look for a alternative to use it because I have a lot of like pens and pencils that are refillable, like a lot of my brush pens are. And so I looked around, and then I found out the company that makes these makes one. Like they make a a refillable one. So I bought a pack of those and I've been so happy about it. And they're called Kurapo. They have a bunch of different tips too. They have like the brush pens, they have fine tips, they have, you know, the felt tips and everything. And I'm probably going to indulge and buy more of those, honestly. I'm hoping they have one similar to this kind of pen just because I love this one, but it's like a very, very fine little brush. Okay. And yeah, some more studies. Random things. There's a little character named from Tiff. He looks really awesome. I love this particular little like portrait. I don't know what about them, but they're so beautiful. Random things, random things. Remember that I have paint, so really quick stuff, but it was fun. Using up, I think it was like what was left over in this palette or something, so kind of just put it on here and then used it to draw something on top. Very fun. There's me chilling out, having a great time. Practicing and start drawing cubes. I will be drawing more cubes more often in crazier places, and I think I do draw a lot more in a second, but I just haven't. I don't know. I'm trying to improve, so we'll see that a lot next sketchbook. Maybe next sketchbook I'll even get into, maybe I might make some videos. Some videos of me, like, you know, study with me videos or something like that, or sketch with me videos. Would you guys be interested in that? Would you guys like that? Oh, here I started to do some more, like, life drawings. I really struggle with them. Like, I have always been a person who can't, like, sit still long enough and, like, care long enough to, like, look at a reference and just draw the reference. I've always just kind of started it and then been like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. And, yeah, so I started trying to use people in front of me and, like, real-life things that I see. And it gets a little bit better. Like, second day, already a lot better and a lot neater. It's really fun. I recommend doing it. I mean, it teaches you a lot. More random sketches, and then here is where I think I actually start like experimenting with styles, because I really want to have like a secondary like really fun or like really cute kind of style, you know, to draw in. Like everyone else has one, and then I'm kind of just not with the program. These were really good, actually really sour, really delicious. I had a great time eating these, and I want to buy more, but I can't find them. Random stuff. Me having an art crisis, but also remembering that I have gouache, so doing that. I think I use very like light layers of gouache though. Not really enough to fully like be opaque, but I honestly like the colors and I like the shapes, and it's a little bit of a different style than what I go for. It's a bit more like comic booky and graphic-y, but I do really like it. I think I might explore it a bit more. More boxes and cubes and all kind of stuff. From these pages onward, I'm going to show you a bit more of those, and I think I get a lot better at drawing cubes. Like, already, it's only been a few days, but, you know. Oh, curly. More random sketches. Crayons, like Crayola crayons. I'm going to use those to draw more, so I got some stuff for my friend's room. I made, like, a signature, like a stamp, because one of my friends brought it, and it was really cool. Thank you. And I also changed my signature, which we'll get into in a second. This is a plate that I use to eat a donut for breakfast in the morning after staying the night. I had a little sleepover. Very fun. This is... what's his name? Is his name Harry? I think so. This is the guy that... I don't think it's Green Goblin in this one. I think it's... or his dad. I'm not sure. Spider-Man, best friend in the PlayStation 5 game. Yes. Forgot his name. My friend's gonna kill me for that. More of those acrylic marker underpaintings for the sketching. I love it. I think it's really nice, really cool, especially with like this particular ink. I think it's just so, it pops out. This green and everything. It looks really nice. I do like it a lot. Will be using it. Oh, and here's a new signature. So here's what the stamp looks like. The stamp looks really cool, but I was like, I want to use that for like my actual signature. So my actual signature for everything, like since like freshman year, maybe like even like sophomore year of high school, has been like Lord in like bold letters. But I like the stamp that I made so much for it that I'm like, what if I just do that? What if that's my signature? Because it's still Lord, but it's like little bat wings. I'm not sure if it's like really readable, but I kind of don't care. It looks awesome. Then we have, is it creatures? I don't know. I like this color combo. I think it's really nice. And yeah, these sketches were, for some reason, are very clean looking, especially this one. This one's really pretty. I don't know what's happening with that. This guy is so real. More random sketches. At this point in the sketchbook, I'm really losing it because I'm like towards the last few pages, and for some reason it made it so much harder to end it, even though like I was already struggling throughout this entire sketchbook. I feel like this one's very empty for some reason. And I love making these quick like sketches with like a thin pencil, or like not pencil, but a thin pen. There's always so fluid and like, I don't know, like fun. Yeah, I need to do it more often. I think it's really, really nice. More cubes and boxes and stuff in perspective. I'm gonna start kind of pushing the perspective more in like the next few pages and like doing more crazy stuff with them. More random people and things because it's toward the end of the sketchbook. And then here's where I start making giant portraits to take up space, because these last like 4 to like 6 pages where it was like pulling teeth to get through it. And this is an ant that had crawled in my sketchbook and scared the hell out of me mid-sketch. So I squished him, and now he lives here. And before you yell animal cruelty, that is a fire ant. That is a fire ant. I live in Texas. If you don't know, they're huge and they're scary and they bite. And from what I heard, it hurts. Me personally, I've never been bit because I'm super cool and awesome, and I don't let them get the chance. They don't get the chance with me. Not what you think it is. This is ink. I tried refilling the marker. So the pen that I have, if you realize, the ink on the other pages was like a bit brighter. Now it's a bit darker because I added this color to it just to darken it up a little bit, but also just make it more permanent. So kind of mix the ink a little bit. It's really fun. Random sketches, random things to fill up space. I don't know. I'm going to lose it in a bit. I actually really, really like this guy. I don't like this style for some reason. I don't know. I love it. It's so simplistic. The line art, the line weight, the colors. Like, it's so cute. I like the guy a lot. Also, this random face here. I think it's really fun. Really awesome. More random stuff. This guy's pretty fun too. More boxes and cubes. In the Discord, I was like yapping last night, and I'm like, hey, for the next sketchbook, what should I do for the first page? And I think it was Zal was like, you know what? One of your old sketchbooks you had that you started in October, you did like your persona and this pumpkin. And or maybe Sophia said that. I don't know. Someone in the Discord, I can't remember. I have a terrible memory. Don't kill me. But I was like, that's such a great idea. You guys are so intelligent and smart and awesome. And so that's what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna make it, you know, different from this, I think, and make it more fun and silly. You'll see the next video, because I do plan to make a video of me starting the next sketchbook, because people really wanted to see that. Random guy sketch. He looks very fun, very silly. Oh, the pens I was talking about, the Carapo pens. So that's the wrapper it comes in. This guy, I've been seeing these stupid little pumpkins all over my For You page. I think I love them so much. Please keep them coming. I think they're so cute. Like, the bigger the teeth and the sillier the expression, the more I love them. Yeah, and this is like me, like, literally, like, crashing out as we speak, because these last few pages are really weighing on me. A bunch of boxes across the board. We're, like, putting stuff inside now, like, different angles and, like, seeing things. Also, I think the boxes are becoming, like, a lot cleaner, if that makes any sense. Like, they're becoming very crisp. It's only been, like 2 days of me drawing boxes, but already I think it's, you know, very nice, very nice. This is from apple juice that I had. There's like 2 apple juices in here left. I had taken both apple juices and drank both apple juices. They were crisp and delicious. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I stapled it in here. Random guide to fill up space. Random guide to fill up space. Started a random guide to fill up space. Decided I hated it, but then I decided to put in this like scrapped / like practice crochet thing in here. I just kind of staple all around it. It's kind of funky and old, so I thought it was fun. And that is the end of the sketchbook. Whew. Not much to say about that one. Really quick tour because I had work this morning and I'm super tired and sleepy, and I have a sketchbook to start. But yeah, you know, that's sketchbook. I mean, comment your questions and concerns and whatever, and I'll probably respond. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.